12 states with the fastest death rates in the US by 2024 shouldn't live here. Hey everyone, it might surprise you to learn that, while America's overall population has recently increased by about 0.4%, several states are actually experiencing a population decline. According to the United Van Lines 2023 study, people are choosing to relocate for a variety of reasons, including the rise of remote work, the desire to be closer to family, and the search for more affordable living options. Today, we're uncovering the top 12 states that are seeing more people move out than move in. Mississippi. First up, let's head down south to Mississippi, a state steeped in history and tradition, boasting a unique blend of cultural influences. Mississippi's picturesque landscapes are painted with winding rivers, lush forests, and vast agricultural fields, giving it a distinctly relaxed and rural character. Spanning 48,430 square miles, it's the 32nd largest state in the U.S., with a population of approximately 3 million people. While this might sound like a decent number, Mississippi has seen a recent population decline of 0.32%, which translates to roughly 9,500 people leaving the state. What's driving this exodus, you might ask? Well, one major factor is the state's struggle to keep pace with modern advancements. Outdated facilities and limited technological development have hindered economic growth, making it difficult for many Mississippians to find well-paying jobs and achieve financial stability. Mississippi's economic challenges are further underscored by its high poverty rate, which has alarmingly surged to 19.4%, ranking it as the second poorest state in the nation. Just earlier this year, that figure stood at 12.8%, indicating a troubling upward trend. The average median income for a family of 4 in Mississippi is around $70,656, placing it among the lowest in the U.S. Despite having the most affordable cost of living in the country, with estimated annual living expenses for a family of 4 totaling $80,523, the lack of well-paying jobs continues to pose a significant challenge for many residents. Connecticut. Next, we travel north to Connecticut, the Constitution State, a charming blend of coastal cities, quaint towns, and picturesque rural landscapes reminiscent of classic New England. Bordered by New York, Massachusetts, and Rhode Island, Connecticut enjoys a scenic coastline along Long Island Sound. Despite its relatively small size, ranking 48th among the 50 U.S. states, with an area of approximately 5,543 square miles, Connecticut has a population of about 3.6 million people. However, recent data shows that 60.1% of moves in Connecticut are outbound, indicating a growing trend of people choosing to leave the state. Several factors contribute to this outmigration, including Connecticut's notoriously harsh winter weather, its high overall tax burden, and the escalating costs of housing and property taxes. For retirees, Connecticut's taxation of Social Security and other retirement income makes it a less appealing destination compared to states with more favorable retirement tax policies. The high cost of housing is a particularly pressing issue, with some homeowners facing the disconcerting reality of owing more on their mortgages than their properties are currently valued. Additionally, the overall economic climate in Connecticut, coupled with limited job opportunities in certain sectors, has prompted many residents to seek out states with more favorable economic conditions and better job prospects. To give you a sense of the cost of living in Connecticut, the average monthly expenses for a single adult, excluding rent, can exceed $3,000, with median rental prices hovering around $1,700. New Jersey, a state with a reputation for its high cost of living. Given this economic pressure, it's interesting to examine how New Jersey's job market fares compared to other states, and whether the availability of good-paying jobs outweighs the financial burden of living there. New Jersey, known for its diverse landscape encompassing beautiful Atlantic beaches, rolling hills, and vibrant communities, covers a relatively compact 8,722 square miles. Despite its smaller size, New Jersey boasts a significant population, with recent estimates for 2023 placing it slightly above 9 million residents. While the state experienced a population decline in the early years of the COVID-19 pandemic, losing nearly 30,000 residents up to the year 2020, data from 2023 reveals a slight rebound, with the population increasing by a little over 30,000, or about 0.3%, surpassing its 2020 figures. However, This slight recovery is overshadowed by a concerning statistic. In 2024, a staggering 70.5% of moves involving New Jersey were outbound. This suggests that, despite its many attractions, including its vibrant communities and proximity to major cities like New York City and Philadelphia, New Jersey's high cost of living continues to drive people away. A significant number of those choosing to leave New Jersey are retirees, often seeking a more affordable lifestyle in their golden years. The state's property taxes are among the highest in the nation, and the average property tax on a $300,000 home can exceed $7,251 per year. The average monthly cost of living for a single person in New Jersey, without factoring in rent, is around $2,950. For those living on a fixed income, these costs can be incredibly difficult to manage, prompting many to relocate to states with lower taxes and a lower overall cost of living. While New Jersey's unemployment rate has remained steady at 4.8% in recent months, reflecting a slight increase from the previous year's rate of 4%, it's worth noting that this is still higher than the current national average of 3.9%. This suggests that, while jobs are available in New Jersey, the high cost of living might offset the benefits of finding employment within the state. Many people are choosing to relocate to states, particularly in the western and southern U.S., where they perceive a better balance between job opportunities and affordability. Now, we want to hear from you. Have you lived in any of these states, or perhaps you're considering relocating to one? What factors are most important to you when choosing where to live? Let us know in the comments below and join the conversation. Louisiana. Now, let's shift our focus southward, to Louisiana, a state renowned for its vibrant culture, its unique blend of historical influences, and its lively spirit, often embodied in its distinctive music, its flavorful cuisine, and its festive celebrations, like the world-famous Mardi Gras. Louisiana, with its diverse landscape encompassing sprawling rivers, lush forests, and expansive agricultural lands, covers a significant portion of the southern U.S., with an area of 52,378 square miles, making it the 31st largest state in the nation. Despite its cultural richness and geographical allure, Louisiana has been grappling with a recent population decline. Between July 2021 and July 2022, the state saw a decrease of 36,857 residents, representing a 0.8% drop in its overall population. This downward trend is even more pronounced when considering the period between April 2020 and July 2022, during which a total of 67,508 people left Louisiana, highlighting a significant outflow of residents seeking better opportunities elsewhere. A primary driver of this migration is the limited availability of high-paying jobs in Louisiana. Many residents, particularly young professionals and skilled workers, find themselves drawn to states with more robust economies and greater job prospects, where they believe they can achieve greater financial stability and career advancement. This economic pressure is further compounded by the increasing frequency and severity of natural disasters that plague the state, particularly hurricanes and floods. The devastation wrought by Hurricane Katrina in 2005 and the subsequent impacts of more recent storms have left a lasting mark on Louisiana's population. Many residents, understandably concerned about the safety and security of their homes and communities, have chosen to relocate to areas they perceive as less vulnerable to these catastrophic events. This exodus is further exacerbated by the state's ongoing struggle to maintain and improve its infrastructure, particularly in terms of flood protection and road maintenance, which can significantly disrupt daily life and hinder long-term investments. Despite its lower cost of living, Louisiana's economic struggles, combined with the looming threat of natural disasters and the challenges posed by aging infrastructure, present a complex and difficult reality for many residents. Since 2010, the state has been grappling with persistently high unemployment rates and a shrinking job market, making it challenging for many individuals and families to achieve financial security. This migration pattern raises questions about the long-term viability of living in Louisiana, particularly for those seeking a stable and prosperous environment. While the state's rich culture and unique charm remain undeniably attractive, the combination of economic uncertainty, environmental challenges, and infrastructure concerns present formidable obstacles for those considering making Louisiana their home. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Have you experienced these trends firsthand, either in New Jersey or Louisiana, or perhaps in other states facing similar challenges? What factors do you believe are most influential in people's decisions to relocate? Share your insights and experiences in the comments below. We're always eager to hear from you. Pennsylvania. A state steeped in history and renowned for its diverse landscapes, straddles both the mid-Atlantic and northeastern regions of the United States. Bordered by 6 other states, and graced by the shores of Lake Erie, Pennsylvania encompasses a substantial 46,055 square miles, making it the 33rd largest state in the U.S. Despite its considerable size, Pennsylvania currently faces a demographic challenge. People are leaving. As of the latest estimates, Pennsylvania boasts a population of approximately 12.97 million, securing its position as the 5th most populous state in the nation. However, projections for 2024 and beyond suggest a continuation of the outward migration trend that has been gaining momentum in recent years. This demographic shift is driven by a complex interplay of factors, with financial concerns, particularly for younger generations and retirees, taking center stage. Data from 2021 to 2022 reveals a loss of approximately 40,000 residents from Pennsylvania, with significant numbers choosing to relocate to states like Florida and Texas, where the promise of sunshine, lower taxes, and a more affordable cost of living beckons. This migration pattern reflects a broader trend of Americans seeking a more financially sustainable and comfortable lifestyle, often prioritizing lower housing costs, reduced tax burdens, and better weather conditions. However, the appeal of financial stability isn't the sole driver behind Pennsylvania's population decline. The state's unemployment rate, currently standing at 7.4%, paints a stark picture of a challenging job market, significantly surpassing the national average. This high rate of joblessness contributes to the unsettling reality of increased poverty, particularly in the Appalachian Mountains and northern regions of Pennsylvania, where economic opportunities are limited, and living conditions are often described as dire. For those seeking a fresh start, especially younger residents between the ages of 18 and 44, states with more robust economies and promising job markets hold greater appeal. The allure of career growth and financial security often outweighs the familiarity and comfort of their home state. Pennsylvania's rising governmental taxes and the increasing financial burdens placed upon residents have further eroded its appeal, making it a less attractive destination compared to its historical image as a land brimming with opportunities. Even those who are fortunate enough to secure employment in Pennsylvania often find their earnings falling below the state's average median income, which currently stands at $61,744. This economic pressure is particularly acute in regions where salaries fail to keep pace with the rising cost of living, further exacerbating the financial strain faced by many Pennsylvanians. This complex interplay of factors, high taxes, a stagnant job market, escalating living costs, and limited opportunities for financial advancement, has reshaped Pennsylvania's economic landscape, making it a less appealing option for individuals and families seeking stability and prosperity. For retirees and those contemplating a move, these economic realities are crucial considerations when choosing a place to call home. New York. Now, let's journey eastward to New York, the Empire State, a state synonymous with iconic imagery. The dazzling lights of Times Square, the towering skyscrapers that pierce the Manhattan skyline, the serene beauty of the Adirondack Mountains, and the thunderous roar of Niagara Falls. New York's diverse landscapes, from bustling urban centers to tranquil natural wonders, have long captivated hearts and minds. The state encompasses several major lakes, including Lake Ontario and Lake Erie, and its western border is marked by the iconic spectacle of Niagara Falls. Covering an impressive 54,555 square miles, New York is the 27th largest state in the U.S., and it consistently ranks among the most populous, with an estimated 19.8 million residents as of recent counts. Despite its reputation as a hub for opportunity and a center for cultural vibrancy, New York, like Pennsylvania, is grappling with a demographic challenge. Its population is shrinking. Data from 2021 to 2022 reveals a significant population decline in New York, with a 0.91% drop representing approximately 80,000 people choosing to leave the state. This marked the largest population decrease recorded in recent years, solidifying a concerning trend that has been gradually unfolding over time. One of the primary contributors to this outmigration is New York's notoriously high tax burden, a long-standing source of frustration for residents. New Yorkers face a total tax rate of 12.47%, the highest in the nation, more than double the rate found in states with more favorable tax policies, such as Alaska, where the total tax rate hovers around 5%. However, the financial burden extends beyond taxes. The cost of living in New York is significantly higher than in many other parts of the U.S., posing a formidable challenge for residents, particularly those with limited incomes and those seeking to achieve financial stability. The state's general cost of living index sits at 125, indicating a considerably higher cost of living compared to the national average. Housing costs in New York are particularly exorbitant, with a housing index of 173, signifying that housing prices are 73% higher than the national average. In 2023, the median price for a home in New York reached a staggering $819,900, far surpassing the national median of $488,851. Rentals in New York are equally expensive, with the average monthly rent for an apartment exceeding $1,678. This high cost of living, coupled with the heavy tax burden, has made it increasingly difficult for many New Yorkers to maintain a comfortable standard of living, prompting many to seek more affordable options in other states. This financial pressure is particularly acute for retirees and those seeking to stretch their dollars further. Furthermore, the rise of remote work has fundamentally altered the employment landscape, giving many New Yorkers the freedom to choose where they live without being tethered to a specific job location. This shift has contributed to a decline in New York's workforce, as some professionals opt to pursue remote work opportunities from more affordable locations. This trend, coupled with the state's high cost of living, has led to a noticeable population decrease since 2021. While New York's cultural vibrancy, its world-class amenities, and its abundance of opportunities remain undeniably attractive, the financial realities of living in the state are undeniable. The combination of high taxes, an expensive lifestyle, and a competitive job market have made New York a less attainable dream for many, prompting them to seek a more sustainable and affordable path to achieving their goals and aspirations. Illinois. Illinois, a state that embodies the heart of America, is known for its diverse landscapes, its bustling urban centers, and its significant role in the nation's economy and culture. Chicago, the state's crown jewel and the third-largest city in the U.S., sits majestically on the shores of Lake Michigan, its iconic skyline reflecting in the glistening waters. Illinois, with its 57,914 square miles of farmland, forests, and urban sprawls, is the 25th largest state in the U.S., home to a population of approximately 12.5 million, as of recent estimates in 2023. However, despite its rich history, its diverse landscapes, and its prominent position within the nation, Illinois is facing a demographic shift. Its population is decreasing. While the overall population loss might appear modest at first glance, a closer examination reveals a significant outflow of residents. Recent data indicates that Illinois has lost approximately 0.82% of its population, a figure that translates to over 140,000 people choosing to leave the state. This trend is not limited to Chicago, although the Windy City has been particularly impacted. Across the state, residents are increasingly seeking new horizons, drawn to opportunities and lifestyles they believe are more attainable elsewhere. Nearly 40% of those leaving Illinois cite the state's high taxes and expensive living costs as their primary motivation for relocating, reflecting a growing trend of Americans prioritizing financial stability and affordability when making decisions about where to live. Illinois ranks among the states with the highest property tax rates in the U.S., a significant burden for homeowners and a contributing factor to the state's overall high cost of living. However, the financial pressure extends beyond property taxes. The state's economy has been on uncertain footing, particularly since the economic disruptions brought about by the COVID-19 pandemic, making it increasingly challenging for many residents to maintain a budget-friendly lifestyle. Even for those who are resourceful and adept at stretching their dollars, the combined weight of high living costs and a heavy tax burden can be overwhelming, ultimately pushing them to explore more affordable options in other states. To illustrate this financial strain, the average monthly cost of living for a single person in Illinois, excluding rent, is roughly $2,300. Add to that the average monthly rent for a typical one-bedroom apartment in Chicago, which hovers around $1,800, and it becomes clear why many individuals and families, especially those on fixed incomes or seeking a less financially demanding lifestyle, might contemplate leaving Illinois. When comparing Illinois' cost of living with that of states like Tennessee or Texas, where comparable apartments can be rented for hundreds of dollars less per month, the motivation for relocation becomes even more evident. For retirees and those seeking a stable and affordable environment to enjoy their golden years, Understanding the economic pressures present in Illinois is crucial when making informed decisions about where to settle. California. Now, let's journey westward, to California, the Golden State, a land of iconic landscapes, diverse cultures, and a history intertwined with dreams of opportunity and a spirit of innovation. From the mist-shrouded hills of San Francisco and the world-renowned vineyards of Napa Valley, to the stark beauty of Death Valley and the towering majesty of the sequoias in Yosemite National Park, California's diverse natural features have long captured the imagination and drawn people from around the globe. Spanning an expansive 163,696 square miles, California is the third largest state in the U.S., and its population, currently estimated at 39.2 million, has historically been a testament to its allure. However, beneath its golden facade, a demographic shift is unfolding. California is experiencing a population decline. Projections suggest that, by the end of 2024, around 275,000 people will have left California, solidifying a trend that has gained momentum in recent years. From 2022 to 2023 alone, approximately 144,472 people left the state, indicating a significant outflow of residents seeking new opportunities and lifestyles elsewhere. While this ongoing exodus might represent less than 1% of California's total population by 2024, it raises concerns about the long-term sustainability of living in the Golden State. The high cost of living in California, particularly for housing, coupled with concerns about deteriorating infrastructure, are key factors driving residents away. The financial burden extends beyond the often cited sky-high housing and utility bills. Everyday essentials, including groceries, transportation, and healthcare, have also become prohibitively expensive, making it increasingly difficult for many Californians to maintain their desired lifestyle and achieve financial stability. Even high-profile individuals and business owners are not immune to this economic pressure. From 2018 to 2022, an estimated 352 businesses relocated their operations from California, seeking more favorable economic conditions in other states. This trend is exemplified by Tesla CEO Elon Musk's decision to move Tesla's headquarters to Texas in 2020, citing better business conditions and a more conducive environment for growth. These high-profile departures, combined with the steady outflow of residents, highlight a broader national trend of Americans prioritizing quality of life and economic viability when choosing where to live. California, despite its allure, is increasingly seen as an unsustainable and unaffordable option for many individuals and families. While the state's diverse landscapes, its vibrant cultural scene, and its innovative spirit remain undeniably attractive, the financial realities of living in California are difficult to ignore. The high cost of living, the heavy tax burden, and the challenges posed by an aging infrastructure have made it increasingly challenging for residents to thrive, prompting many to seek alternative paths to achieving their dreams and aspirations. West Virginia. West Virginia, a state renowned for its rugged beauty and its abundance of natural wonders, is a haven for outdoor enthusiasts and nature lovers. Its rolling mountains, cloaked in dense forests, offer a picturesque backdrop for hiking, biking, and exhilarating river rafting adventures. Covering an area of 24,230 square miles, West Virginia ranks as the 41st largest state in the U.S., its landscape a testament to the untamed beauty of Appalachia. However, beneath its captivating scenery, West Virginia faces a demographic challenge, a shrinking population. Recent estimates place the state's population at approximately 1.78 million, a figure that has been gradually declining over the past decade, reflecting a complex interplay of economic and demographic forces. While the pace of this decline has slowed compared to previous years, projections suggest that West Virginia is likely to continue losing residents in the coming years. Forecasts indicate a potential loss of around 2,000 residents per year between now and 2024, a notable shift from the average annual loss of nearly 8,500 residents experienced over the past decade. This gradual exodus highlights a longer-term trend, shaped by economic and demographic factors that have been affecting the state for years. Despite boasting the lowest cost of living in the country, an attractive feature on paper, West Virginia grapples with significant economic challenges that overshadow this potential benefit. Ranked as the fourth worst economic state in the U.S., West Virginia's lack of robust job opportunities creates a formidable barrier for residents, particularly young people entering the workforce, who struggle to find employment and build a stable future. This lack of economic opportunity is particularly disheartening given West Virginia's remarkably low cost of living. While the prospect of affordable housing and reduced expenses might initially entice those seeking a more budget-friendly lifestyle, the absence of well-paying jobs and the limited career prospects ultimately dim this appeal. West Virginia also faces other persistent socioeconomic challenges that contribute to its population decline. It ranks as the fourth poorest state in the nation, with a staggering 16.8% of its population living below the poverty line. These economic hardships extend into the state's educational sector, impacting the quality of life for families and children. The state's educational system struggles to consistently meet the needs of its residents, further diminishing its appeal as a desirable place to raise a family. Now, get ready for a surprising twist as we explore our final 3 states on the list. But first, a quick favor. Please take a moment to hit that subscribe button. It truly makes a world of difference in helping our channel grow, and we deeply appreciate your support. In return, our team is committed to delivering even more engaging and insightful content for you. So, deal? Hawaii. Let's set our sights on Hawaii, a state unlike any other in the US. Consisting of a volcanic archipelago in the heart of the Central Pacific, Hawaii is a land of breathtaking beauty, renowned for its lush green valleys, its dramatic volcanic cliffs, its active volcanoes, its vibrant tropical foliage, and its world-famous beaches, attracting visitors and dreamers from around the globe. Despite its relatively small land size, encompassing just 10,931 square miles, making it the 8th smallest state in the US, Hawaii boasts an astonishingly diverse array of natural environments and unique ecosystems. However, this paradise comes at a price. Recent estimates place Hawaii's population at approximately 1.4 million. However, the Aloha state is experiencing a demographic shift, as the cost of living surges, and residents find it increasingly challenging to maintain their lifestyles and financial well-being. In 2022, Hawaii witnessed a population decline of 0.48%, representing approximately 7,000 people leaving the islands. This exodus is largely attributed to the exorbitant cost of living, which makes daily life in Hawaii unaffordable for many natives and long-term residents. Hawaii holds the unenviable title of the most expensive state in the US, with a cost of living index of 179, far surpassing the national average of 100. The housing index is particularly staggering, reaching a shocking 309, a stark reflection of the severe affordability crisis gripping the state. To illustrate the gravity of this situation, the median home price in Hawaii recently soared to $722,200, an astronomical figure compared to the average annual income per resident, which stands at a mere $83,200. These economic pressures, similar to those experienced in other states grappling with high poverty rates, like Mississippi, have fueled a significant population decline. In recent years, Hawaii has lost an estimated 37,000 residents, a 0.8% decrease in its population. This alarming trend places Hawaii among the states with the highest rates of outward migration, as residents seek more affordable and sustainable living conditions elsewhere. The high costs of groceries, transportation, and healthcare services, combined with the soaring price of housing, have placed an unsustainable financial burden on many Hawaiians, forcing them to make difficult choices about where to live and how to maintain their quality of life. Oregon. Now, let's turn our attention to the Pacific Northwest, to Oregon, the Beaver State. Known for its breathtaking scenery, Oregon's diverse landscapes encompass lush forests, towering mountains, fertile valleys, and a dramatic coastline, offering a unique blend of natural beauty and outdoor recreation opportunities. Spanning a vast 98,379 square miles, Oregon is the 9th largest state in the U.S., with a population of approximately 4.26 million, as of recent estimates. But, even in this idyllic setting, a surprising demographic shift is underway. For the first time in 30 years, Oregon experienced a population decline in 2022, with over 16,000 people leaving the state between July 2021 and July 2022. This outward migration resulted in a 0.4% drop in Oregon's population, a stark contrast to its previous decades of consistent growth. This decline is attributed to a combination of factors. While deaths outpacing births is a contributing element, a decrease in people moving to Oregon from other states and a significant uptick in residents choosing to leave the state are more influential drivers. In 2022, Oregon recorded a negative net domestic migration of 17,000, indicating that far more people left the state than moved in, highlighting a significant shift in Oregon's demographic landscape. One of the most pressing concerns driving this outward migration is the rising cost of living, particularly for housing. Oregon's housing market has become increasingly competitive, with prices soaring to levels that are simply unaffordable for many residents. Only 25% of households in Oregon can currently afford to purchase a new home, a stark statistic that underscores the challenges faced by those seeking to enter or remain in the state's housing market. Rental prices in Oregon also tell a tale of financial strain. As of 2024, the average monthly rent for a one-bedroom apartment in Portland, Oregon's largest city, exceeds $1,600, a significant jump compared to more affordable metropolitan areas like Houston, Texas, where comparable apartments average around $1,200 per month. While Oregon's diverse economy offers a range of job opportunities, certain sectors may not meet the expectations or needs of all its residents. Some individuals choose to relocate to other regions where they perceive better job prospects, higher salaries, and greater opportunities for career advancement. Additionally, some residents express dissatisfaction with state policies and tax rates, citing them as motivating factors in their decision to seek a more favorable environment elsewhere. These concerns, coupled with the escalating cost of living, paint a complex picture of the challenges faced by Oregonians, prompting many to reconsider their long-term prospects within the state. As we conclude our exploration of these states grappling with population decline, we invite you to join the conversation. What factors do you consider most important when choosing a place to live? Have you witnessed these trends firsthand, either in West Virginia, Hawaii, Oregon, or perhaps in other states facing similar challenges? Share your insights, your experiences, and your perspectives in the comments below. We're always eager to hear from you. Rhode Island. Now, let's shift our focus eastward, to Rhode Island, the smallest state in the U.S., a state that packs a lot of charm and character into its compact size. Rhode Island, often referred to as the Ocean State, is renowned for its sandy shores, its quaint seaside colonial towns, and its rich maritime heritage. With its large bays and intricate network of waterways covering approximately 14% of its total area, Rhode Island's connection to the sea is deeply woven into its identity. Spanning a mere 1,214 square miles, Rhode Island is easily traversable in a day, yet it offers a surprising variety of landscapes and lifestyles, from bustling urban centers to peaceful coastal towns. Recent estimates place Rhode Island's population at approximately 1.06 million, making it one of the less densely populated states in the northeastern U.S. However, like Oregon, Rhode Island is facing a demographic shift, with projections indicating a slight population decline in the coming years. By 2024, the population is expected to decrease by approximately 2,120 people, a modest dip that represents a growth rate of just 0.19%. However, more significant projections for 2040 suggest a population decline of approximately 0.7%, translating to roughly 7,160 fewer residents compared to 2020. The high cost of living in Rhode Island, particularly for housing, is a major factor driving this trend. The median home price in the state has climbed to $462,000, a figure that is more than 133% above the national average and represents a substantial 30% of the average resident's income. These figures starkly illustrate the affordability challenges faced by many Rhode Islanders, making homeownership a distant dream for many and pushing others to seek more affordable housing options in nearby states. Rhode Island's small size and its economy, while unique, offer fewer job opportunities across various industries compared to larger states. This limited job market makes it difficult for young professionals to find well-paying jobs that offer opportunities for career growth and advancement, often prompting them to seek employment in nearby states like Massachusetts, which boast more robust economies and a greater diversity of industries. The state's economic growth has been sluggish in recent years, discouraging entrepreneurs and small business owners from establishing their ventures in Rhode Island. This economic stagnation, coupled with the high cost of living, creates a challenging environment for many residents, making it difficult to sustain their livelihoods without substantial income or savings. For retirees and those contemplating relocation, Rhode Island's unique charms and cultural richness might hold appeal. However, the economic realities of living in the Ocean State, the high cost of living, the limited job market, and the sluggish economic growth are crucial factors to consider when making a long-term decision about where to settle. As we conclude our exploration of these diverse states, we invite you to share your thoughts and experiences. What factors are most important to you when choosing a place to call home? Have you visited or lived in Oregon or Rhode Island, or perhaps in other states grappling with similar demographic shifts? We're eager to hear your perspectives, your insights, and your stories. Drop your comments below and join the conversation. Don't forget to like this video if you found it helpful, and share it with your friends and family who might also find this information valuable. And remember to subscribe to the Disc for more compelling insights and updates on global living, travel, and adventure. See you in our next video.